All right, so we are here at the Barrow Street Theater in New York City to see Sweeney Todd.
Yep. So Bobby's never seen this show, and it's actually one of my favorites. It's Stephen Sondheim. It's the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. It's dark. It's about a barber who kills people and puts them into meat pies. And we're actually going to go inside and eat meat pie before the show, so right. I hope that they're okay.
This is a super immersive story. We're actually sitting at the counter of the shop, so we'll be on the stage right in the middle of the action. Yeah. Pretty excited to see this.
Yeah, actually one of the actresses in the show is someone that we've interviewed before, not on the vlog, but a friend back from Utah. Her name's Delaney Westfall, so we're excited to see her in this show.
Here to support her and see this show. This is a wonderful, wonderful production right in the heart of downtown. We're gonna go check it out.
Hey guys, so we saw Sweeney Todd on the West Village at the Barrow Street Theater. Honestly, it was probably unlike any theater experience I've ever had before. I remember telling Bobby about it, and I heard about it. We actually knew because there's an actor that we know from past interviews, and she's from Utah, Delaney Westfall. She's playing Joanna.
She's kind of a big deal.
She's kind of a big deal. She was in Kinky Boots. Anyways, we went specifically to see her, and I'm so glad we did.
Such a wonderful, wonderful show. I'm going to kick things off with our Too Good and One Opportunity, and I'm going to do my very first one with something else that's a very first. This was my very first Sondheim show, and this was my very first time seeing Sweeney Todd. This is one that's kind of always gotten away from me. I've heard a little bit what it was about, and it's not normally my scene in this space, so I kind of just was like, meh. If I'm going to see that show, it better be a time where I can really see it how it was meant to be and kind of really see it in a really well done production. I'm really glad I got to check this one off my list, and my goodness, what a great way to see it this first time in this immersive, wonderful way. We were right at the tables in the pie shop itself.
We ate the pie.
We ate the pie. I think it was like Obama's personal chef or something that made this pie and mash, which was just no big deal. But no, the actors jumped on the tables right next to us. It was just a really immersive environment. The music was great. They were right there with you. You felt like you were in it. And I loved having this be the first time and first way that I saw my first Sondheim show, as well as the first time I saw Sweeney.
Yeah, I loved with that immersive experience, the fact that it was so small that the actors didn't even have mics. That was astounding to me. So I loved that as well.
Yeah.
So for me, my first was just the music. It's Sondheim. He is a genius. It's amazing how many words he can cram into every single verse of every song, and it can kind of be overwhelming if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
I love it. I found myself laughing because I know the lyrics. I kind of grew up watching it. I've seen the movie. Yep. I saw the last production on Broadway. I love it. It's twisty and dark, and there's something about Sweeney Todd. Underneath this dark story, there's a little bit of heart to it, and it all comes out through song.
I think my number 2 is Mrs. Lovett. She was played by Sally Ann Triplett, and she was wonderful. I had no idea how demanding this role was, and it was really fun to watch her kind of transform and to kind of move throughout this, character that has so much depth. I think it's you start out thinking her character is going to be one way, and then she kind of moves into this other space, and then she kind of shows back some of that same heart she had in that first part. But I just can't say enough good things about this actor. Sally was just wonderful. She really took the role and made it her own, and I'm so happy that it was the first time that I got to see the show with her. She was living and breathing and just felt this role, and you could tell that. And it's funny, she was so far in it that it's almost like when she was finished, she had to kind of reset and be like, okay, I gotta go back home. This isn't me, that kind of thing. But she was wonderful. Had a lot of fun watching her.
Well, she had some really big shoes to fill. I mean, like Angela Lansbury, originally on Broadway,
Right.
and like Patti LuPone. Like, these are some big Broadway names, and she was right up there for me. She was great. Like,
Wonderful.
yeah. So that brings me to my second. The man who played Sweeney Todd, Tom Sesma. Wow. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, his voice was so powerful, and he was scary. He was downright scary. Like, I was sitting on the end of our bench, and I was really seriously afraid that he was gonna come walking by and like grab me or something. Like he was scary. I believed it. But I also felt the depth of his character and the longing, and like how the poor guy like just got dealt the wrong hand, and it kind of made him go crazy. But his voice was beautiful too. Like everything about him, I just loved.
What was your opportunity?
Honestly, I can't find anything wrong with this production. To me, the opportunity is this show is over in August, so you guys need to get there and see it.
I think my opportunity was just a very, very small one. I mean, it's not even that big of a deal, but I did wish there was a little bit more space for the actors to be able to kind of portray some of the things they did. That being said, I think they made wonderful use of the space that they did have, and I think that it didn't ever lag or get in the way of the story, but I do think that there could have been just a little bit more, transition from one place to the other if they had a little bit more space and opportunity. But such a small request, but overall the show was just wonderful. Like I said, I'm so glad I got to see Sondheim and Sweeney for the first time in this way.
It was interesting. I've been following some of the actors and listening to a lot of the podcasts, and they were talking about how Sondheim came to the show and how he still enjoys it and loves it. And I can't imagine. Can you imagine being in the audience when Stephen Sondheim was there?
No.
Especially, can you imagine being an actor when Stephen Sondheim was in the audience? Like,
No.
holy pressure.
I would be nervous just being an audience member, let alone singing this master's work. So I don't know.
We had a bloody good time at this show.
You can't say bloody.
Bloody! It's a bloody show!
This kind of bloody.
Yes.
Sorry about that, Mom. Lee is a potty mouth.
Check out our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube page, like this video, tell your friends, and follow along.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of fun with this one. Thanks, guys.
But follow along to our vlog. We're going to have many, many, many more videos coming. So like us, subscribe, tell your friends. My right arm is complete.